can. My name is Adam and we're reviewing films once again in my bathroom, and a big thanks to my wife for giving up the space today. Today we're talking about films, and in the bowl we have the brand new film called Lion. Now, this is the new film starring Dev Patel, as well as Nicole Kidman, David Wenham, and Rooney Mara. So this film is all about, based on a true story, about a young little boy called Saru and his brother Gudu. They go and Gudu is looking to get some work. Says to his little brother, Saru, stay here, I'm going to go and find out what's going on, get some work. Little brother waits, then decides to sleep on an abandoned little train, and then wakes up and finds the train is actually moving. He can't get off it for 2 days and finds that he's travelled 1,600 kilometres to Calcutta, completely lost. He becomes a child of the street, then he's taken in by the authorities and gets fostered out to a couple in Australia, Sue and John, played by Nicole Kidman and David Wenham. Then we flash forward 20 years and we find Saru is living a wonderful, privileged life, travels to Melbourne, but then being at a party, he discovers this thing called Google Earth, and his friends who realise that poor Saru has got a bit of an identity crisis, doesn't really know where he's from, says, why don't you try and find your real mum and your brother on Google Earth from the few fragmented images that you can remember of your past. He doesn't think much of it, but then something triggers in him and then he becomes obsessed with it. He goes on this journey of obsession with his girlfriend, Lucy, played by Rooney Mara. Together they try and piece together where his real mum is, if his brother's still alive, if his mum's still alive, and if he can try and remember where it all is via Google Earth. Will it work, will it not? This is obviously based on a true story, and the people who have made this film, you can see, are quite passionate about the content. Coming into this movie, I didn't know anything really about it. I didn't know a great deal about the story, but I will say that the opening probably quarter to maybe half of this movie is fantastic. The performances from the young Indian cast are absolutely phenomenal. Then when it comes to the Australian part of the film, unfortunately, I think that a few things have been let down. I think that it's edited really way too fast, and I think some of the performances verge on melodramatic. Nicole Kidman is fine. David Wenham is given a small part and he does a good job with that. Rooney Mara is completely wasted in this movie. I don't really know. His is a token character. I get that, but it's based on a true story and she should have had a little bit more weight. And Dev Patel, he's good to look at. He does channel some emotion, but I think some of it, and maybe it's down to the direction or some of the editing, but I just didn't find that the story got conveyed as well as it could have, particularly in the final moments. The best parts of this movie are the very beginning and the end credit sequence, where you actually see the real things that happen and when Saru's fate is discovered. I can't say too much more, but go and see the film to find out. Overall, Lion is good. I think it deserves to yellow. It's mellow, so people should come and see it. Lion, now screening all around the place. You should go and see it. That's it for me for this week. Hope you've enjoyed the review. If you did see Lion and you feel the same way as I did about it, please comment below. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. Or mention a few comments, and if you like what you're seeing here, please subscribe to this station and find out more about what's in the can next week. Between now and then, enjoy your toilet time as much as I'm enjoying mine.